creation of tab. So what is a tab? Was if you want to access an object, if you want to access an object, whatever the object you have created, if you want to open that object, you want to view that object, we need an interface. That interface is nothing but an object. So what is an object? Object is nothing but a interface between user and application. If user want to open anything on the application, if user want to open anything in the application, he need an access. He need an interface. That interface is nothing but a that interface is nothing but a tab. So what is a tab? Tab is a interface between user and the application. So let me give you. Tab is a interface between user and the application. Tab is a interface between user and application. There are 4 types of tab. One is custom object tab, Visual Force tab, then we had web tab, Lightning Page tab. Tabs are classified into 4 types: custom object tab, Visual Force tab, web tab, Lightning Page tab. What is a custom object tab? When I click on the tab, corresponding custom object will open. When I say Lightning tab, okay, Visual Force tab, when I click on the tab, corresponding Visual Force page will open. When I say web tab, corresponding web page will open. Lightning Page tab, corresponding Lightning page will open. So it is an interface. When you click on the tab, corresponding object will open. When I click on the tab, corresponding VF page will open. When I click on the tab, corresponding web page will open. When I click on the tab, corresponding Lightning page will open. So it is an interface between user and the application. In the application, we have different views. One is a object, okay, Visual Force, web page, Lightning page. Depends upon your concept, corresponding components will open. I hope you are clear. Okay. Now let us go to the. Now, when you are going for this, we have different view. Tabs visibility. Tabs visibility. How the tabs are visible? Tabs visibility. How the tabs are visible? Tabs visibility is given as so we have tab hidden, look at this setup, you look at this, what is the visibility here? Default of tab hidden. So how the permissions are given? We are giving the 3 permissions: default on, default of, tab hidden. So what is this default on, default of, tab hidden? If you enable default on permission, if you enable default on permission on an object, tab, then got a profile. All the users with this profile can see the tab on the all the users with this profile can see the tab on the tab panel. So when I say default on, what will happen? You will be able to see that particular tab on the panel. There are so many tabs. When I click on the plus sign, all these are what? Tabs. Out of these, only these tabs are visible on the panel. Because with respect to this application, this tab is important for me. That is the reason I told default on. Default on means you can see the tab and the tab is on the tab panel. You can see the tab and the tab is on tab panel. You will be able to see that tab on the panel. You will be able to see the tab on the panel. I hope you are good with this. Tab panel. Default on. You can see the tab and the tab is on the panel. I hope you are good. Okay. Next, default off. Default off means you can see the tab. File. All the users tab, but not on the tab panel. So when you say default off, the tab will be visible on tab panel. The tab will be visible here. Tab will be visible on tab panel. Tab will be visible on the tab panel. Default on is tab will be visible on tab panel. Default off means you can see the tab like this, but not on the panel. Default off means you can see the tab, but not on the panel. You need to click on the plus sign and see it. I hope you're good. Tab panel. Default off. You can see the tab, but not on the panel. If you enable this, all the users, if you enable this, all the users with this profile can see the tab. Sorry, cannot see the tab. Default on means you can see and it is available on panel. Default off means you cannot, okay, you can see but it is not on the panel. Tab hidden means you cannot see. Default on, you can see it is on panel. Default off, you can see not on the panel. Tab hidden, you cannot see. Default on, you can see on panel. Okay, default off, you can see not on panel. Tab hidden, you cannot see. I hope you are good with this. Okay. Next one. Custom object. Now look at this. We have These are the table. All the table belongs to same organization. All the table belongs to same organization. All the tables belongs to same organization. All the table belongs to same organization. Now what the people are doing, for every object we are creating one so we have like this we have tab. Now this all table belongs to same organization. This all table belongs to, this is a production of ICAC. On the production they have multiple application. Application 1, application 2, application 3. All these application belongs to which organization? ICAC. Now this is, let us say, loan application. In the loan application they want to use employee. This is a HR application. Let us say customer invoice. Now this is some ABC application. Here it has customer. So what happened? This table can be a part of multiple application. Why? Because this data belongs to your company only. This entire data belongs to your company only. On one table there will be only one tab. One table will have only one tab. On a table, how many tabs we can create? Only one tab we can create. On a table, how many tabs we can create? Only one tab we can create. On a table, how many tabs we can create? Only one tab we can create. Are you getting my point? Now this tab can be a part of multiple application. Now employee tab is available in loan application, HR application. Customer tab is available in HR application, ABC application. Are you getting? On one tab, on one object, only one tab will be created. That tab can be a part of multiple application. That tab can be a part of multiple application. Are you getting my point? Am I clear? Am I clear? Am I clear? So first let me create, how to create a tab. Look at this. Setup, build, create, tabs, custom object, setup, build, create, tabs, custom object tab, web tab, Visualforce, custom object tab. Next. Look at this. What we have here? Default on, default off tab. I choose and default on. This tab is a part of which application? This tab is a part of which application? ICS. I told this is a part of ICS application. Go back to this. Do not create anything on my account, because when I'm giving a lecture, I assume what I know what are there on my account. According to that, I'll design my examples. If you create any extra or modify the existing, then it will be waste of your time. So do not create anything on my account. When I take a class, I know what is there in the previous account. what tables are there. I'll be planning my example accordingly. If you modify those, it will be trouble for you. It will be waste of your time. This is not my application. So what we have here? Customers. When you click on the customers, you are getting the corresponding customer tab. Are you clear? According to my class, there should be some objects. Now I'll be creating the objects from beginning. It will waste your 10 to 15 minutes of time. So Salesforce has given a free account for everyone. You can log in, create a number of accounts and practice. Do not modify anything on my account. I'm making very clear. Right. So what we'll be doing now? So how to create a tab? Setup, build, create, custom object tabs. So we had a loan. Choose the color. When you click on the tab, which color should be visible to you? Next, visibility default on, default off tab. Next, in which application you want to show? Loan management. Visibility. This is how we have created customer loan payment. I hope you are good with this. Customer loan and payment. Okay. One object only, one tab. One object only, one tab. I hope you are good with this. Now, what is your problem? Who is this guy? What is your query, boss? Funny Reddy. What is your query? You can unmute your mic and ask the question. We cannot read your messages. Go ahead. What is your query? So we are going with. So what was this? We are going with tabs. So every object will have at max how many tabs? Only one tab. Every object will have at max one tab. Every object will have at max one tab. Every object will have at max one tab. I hope you are good with this. Okay. Right. Let us go to next one. Now, once you are creating a tab, how do you create a tab in the Lightning? So what do we do it? Setup, build. First, let me create one object because we need some objects to create. Custom loan payment is there. Okay, I hope you can go with the position. So go to the Lightning. Go to the Lightning. So go to the Lightning. So what we have done here? Setup. So we have user interface, platform tools, user interface, and we have tabs. Administration, we have platform tools, user interface, tabs. Now go back to this new position. Next, visibility. So only the navigation is changing. I hope you are good with this. So we are creating the tab. So let us go back. Custom object tab. Custom object tab. When we click on the tab, corresponding object will be opened. When we click on the tab, corresponding object will be opened. Every object will have one tab. Every object will have one tab. So what is the navigation? Classic. When you say classic, setup. What we have? Setup, build, create, tabs, custom object tab. Setup, build, create, tabs, custom object tabs. Setup, build, create, tabs, custom object tabs. Now let us go back to this. Setup, build, create, tabs, custom object tabs. Step number 1, choose the object. Choose the style. Then choose the visibility. Then choose the application in which you want to display this tab. So what we have done? Setup, build, create, tabs, custom object tab. Choose the object, choose the style, choose the visibility, choose the application in which you want to display the tab. Lighting. If you go to lighting, platform tools, setup, platform tools, setup, platform tools. Then what we are doing? Setup, platform tools, setup, platform tools, then user interface, tabs. New custom object tab. Setup, platform tools, user interface, tabs, new custom object tab. This is how we have created the tabs here. I hope you are good with this. Am I clear with this one? So what we have? Setup, platform tools, user interface, tabs, new custom object tab. Setup, platform tools, user interface, tabs, new custom object tab. I hope you are good with this. Okay. Now let us go to the next one. Once you have created a tab, so we have object, we have a tabs. We have an object, we have a tab, right? So any query as of now, right? Okay.
Sir, yesterday for object, there is a restriction. We can show it in Lightning or not. Do we have anything for the tab also here?
No, nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do.
Okay.
Right.
Can you show how to connect the object to an application?
Object. See, if you want to access an object,
Tab.
What is the last step? What we have created now? Choose the applications in which the tab should be displayed. What I'm doing, when you're at the time of creating a new tab, already all the objects are done. I'll do one thing. We can try from this side also. If you remember how we created applications, there are two ways in which I can add a tab to an application. One is go to build, create apps. At the time of creating an app, we had an option. Choose a list of tabs which you want to display. Do you remember? Default landing tab. Okay. So choose the list of tabs which you want to display. This is one of the choice. Now, if tabs are already available, then you are creating an application. First you created a tab, then you are creating an application. Then at the time of creating an application, I can choose the tab. No, boss. Application is already available. Now we are creating a tab. Then what I will do? What was this? At the time of creating a tab, it is asking. At the time of creating a tab, it is asking in which application you want to add a tab. This is adding a tab to an application. This is what? Application is already there. You are creating a new tab. When you are creating a new tab, this tab should be visible to which application. This is the third step. Add the tab to the corresponding application. I hope you are good. If already application is there, you are creating a new tab. What is step number 3? Step number 3 is creating this tab into the application. Add the tab within an application. No, tabs are already there. You are creating an application. Then what is the step number 3? At the time of creating an application, choose the list of tabs which you want to include in the application. Either way we can do it. Depends upon the context. Right.
Thank you.
I hope you are good with this, everyone. Right. Let us go to the next one. Okay. Now we have seen about creation of application, creation of tabs, creation of object. So we have application, which is nothing but a collection of tabs. Tab is what? Interface between user and application. Now create an object. For the object you created a tab. I hope you are good with this. Everyone is good with these concepts. Clear, boss? Okay. Let us go to any query? Any query from anyone? Okay. Next, we created a object tab application. Now we want to create fields. What do you mean by a field? How they are used? What do you mean by a field? How they are used? Now look at the format. Fields are nothing but columns. Fields are nothing but columns in the table. Now in the table we create I have created employee table. You are calling name, phone. Now, fields are nothing but a column in the table. Phone, name, city, places. So, what is a field? Field is a column in the regular database table. Now, there are two types of fields. One is standard field, other one is custom field. Standard field means fields which are created by the Salesforce. Some of the standard fields are called system fields. So So we have standard fields, custom fields. Fields which are created by the Salesforce are called standard fields. Right? Fields which are created by the user are called custom fields. Some of the standard fields are called system fields. Now what is this difference? Standard field means Salesforce will create the fields. Now if the data is also entered by the Salesforce, then it is system field. Only if field is created by the Salesforce, data you have to enter, they are standard fields. Fields are created by the Salesforce, data is also created by the Salesforce, then it is system field. Custom field, fields are created by you, data is also created by you. I hope you are good. Standard field means created by Salesforce. System field means created by Salesforce, data is also entered by the Salesforce. I hope you are good with this. Okay. So let me give you basic information about this. Fields are nothing but columns in the regular database table. What are fields? Fields are nothing but columns in the regular database table. Fields are nothing but columns in the regular database table. Let us go to the next one. There are two types of fields. Standard fields, custom fields. Fields which are created by the Salesforce are called standard fields. Fields which are created by the Salesforce are called standard fields. These fields cannot be deleted. Some of the standard fields are called so what do you mean by system fields? Fields which are created by Salesforce and data is entered by the Salesforce are called system fields. Fields which are created by Salesforce and data is entered by the Salesforce are called system fields. We can only use the data in the system field. What are system fields? There are 7 system fields. ID, then we have is deleted, ID is deleted, created by date, created by ID, last modified date, last modified by ID, and system also. ID is deleted, created by date, created by ID, last modified date, last modified by ID, and system mod step. These are the 7 fields what we have. Now everyone listen carefully. Everyone listen carefully. First one, ID. Salesforce by default, Salesforce by default creates 15 character ID for every record. Salesforce by default creates 15 character ID for every record. In these 15 characters is a case sensitive. 15 character ID is a case sensitive. To avoid this case sensitive, they have added 3 more characters, made it as 18. So which is a case insensitive. Generally, we will be using this 18 character ID. Generally, Salesforce has created what? 15 character ID, which is a case sensitive. The moment I create a record, whenever a new record is created, 18 character ID will be generated. Actually, 15 character ID will be generated, and they are going to add 3 more characters to it, and they make 18 character. What is the purpose of making 18 character? Case insensitive. So it is easy for you to use, right? So what is this ID? By default creates 15 character unique ID. Salesforce by default creates 15 character unique ID for every record. This is like a primary key. Salesforce recognize record based on this ID. This ID is not unique within your organization. This ID is unique for entire Salesforce. All the records of all the applications which are in Salesforce, for everything it is unique. So no other record in the Salesforce will have the same ID. This is a case sensitive. By adding 3 additional characters, which is case insensitive. By adding 3 additional characters, they have made it as 18 character, which is a case insensitive. Generally, what we are going to use? We are going to use 18 character, which is a case insensitive. So by default, Salesforce will create 15 character unique ID, based on which Salesforce will recognize this record in the entire Salesforce organization. Right. Out of these 15 characters, represent object. Last 4 characters. First 3 characters in the ID represent object. Last 4 characters will represent record. First 3 will represent object. Every object will have 3 character code, right? So the object. Last 4 will give first 4 will represent record, last 4 will represent, first 3 will represent object, last 4 will represent record. I hope you are good. Okay. So what is the next one we had? Is deleted. Now in the Salesforce, if you delete any record, if you delete any record in the Salesforce, it will not be permanently deleted. Just now when we started this class, some objects are deleted, right? Some objects are deleted. Are they permanently deleted? No, they are available in the sales database. Why? Any data you delete from the Salesforce will be there for 15 days in the arc. After 15 days, they are permanently deleted. During these 15 days, how do you know they are deleted? When you delete a record, they will not be deleted permanently. When you delete a record, still the record will be there in the recycle bin for 15 days. After 15 days, record is permanently deleted. During these 15 days, how do you know whether the record is deleted or not deleted? That is recognized based on is deleted. The moment you delete the record is still in the table only. Even though when you delete, record is still in the table, but the value of is deleted is kept as true. When the value of is deleted is true, that means record is a deleted record. After 15 days, permanently record will be removed from table. Even though when you delete a record, still the record is in the same table. For how many days? 15 days. After 15 days, record will be deleted. Right. During these 15 days, the value of this field will be is deleted equal to true. I hope you are good. Now, is deleted. What is this? It is a Boolean field. When we delete, value of this field any record that is deleted any record that is deleted from the object will be still in the database for 15 days. After 15 days,
मिले उसमें छह पैसे
mute your mics. Mute your mics, everyone. After 15 days, record will be deleted permanently. So any record that you delete, that record will be there in the recycle bin for 15 days, then it will be deleted. I repeat the point. If you delete the record, still the record is in the database only, but the value of the record is kept as is deleted equal to true. If it is true, it is a deleted record. I hope you are good with this. Clear for everyone? This will store date and time, This will store date and time when the record was then we have last modified date. What was this last modified date? To store the date and time this will store the date and time when the record was lastly modified by the user manually. This will store date and time when the record was lastly modified by user manually. That means user has to go to the record now I am going to the record manually modifying it. This is called last modified. If you modify this record programmatically, it is not considered. It will modify, but last modified date is date and time when the record was modified. Date and time when the record was modified manually. Manually, how the record was modified. System mod stamp. This will store the date and time manually or programmatically. This will store date and time when the record was modified manually or programmatically by user. This will store date and time when the record was modified manually or programmatically by a user. System mod stamp. This will store the date and time when the record was modified manually or programmatically. I hope you're good. What is the difference between last modified date and system mod stamp? Last modified date is modified manually. System mod stamp manually or programmatically. Then we have created by ID. This will store 18 character ID of the user who created this record. ID of the user. How do you recognize every employee? They'll have 18 character ID. So based on the 18 character ID, we recognize. Created by ID. ID of the user who created this record. This will store 18 character ID of the user who modified this record last. So what we have? Look at the points here. ID. Every record in the table will have 15 character ID created by the Salesforce. So the Salesforce have appended 3 more characters, made this as 18 characters. What is the difference between 15 and 18? 15 is case insensitive, 18 is case insensitive. Okay. First 3 characters will represent object, last 4 will represent record. Then we had is deleted. Whenever we delete a record, it will be there in the recycle bin for 50 days. For that matter, in the same table, record will be available for 50 days. After 15 days, record will be deleted permanently. So during that 15 days, how do we recognize? We recognize based on is deleted. If the record is deleted, the value of is deleted equal to true. Okay. Then we had created date and time when the record was created. Last modified date and time when the record was lastly modified. System mod stamp, date and time when the record was modified by the user or by the programmatically. Then created by ID of the user who created. Last modified by ID of the user who modified this record. I hope you are good. Clear for everyone? Okay. These are called as what? System fields. Then there are so many standard fields. On every standard object, 30 to 40 fields are there. So we cannot discuss all the fields which are created. If the fields are created by Salesforce, they are standard fields. Some of them are system fields. Any query from anyone else? Anyone else has any query?
Sir,
Yes, go ahead.
sir, how do we restore if anything is deleted
So when
within
you
15
delete,
days?
when you delete at the bottom, you will be finding deleted elements. See, if it is a table, at the bottom you will find following tables are deleted. If it is a record, you can see them in the recycle bin. If it is a record, you will have a recycle bin here. Go to recycle bin, you will be able to see. Records will be seen here. If it is an object, at the bottom only you can see. If it is a field, you can see. Anything that you deleted, it is a record. You can see them in recycle bin. If it is a table, what you have deleted, you will find at the bottom deleted objects. If it is data, it will be in recycle bin. If it is data, it will be on recycle bin. If it is not a data, you can find it at the bottom. Right. Any other queries from anyone? Yes.
So from the moment it is deleted, it will be true. And after that, after 15 days, it's permanently true.
Come again, I will get you.
Is delete field, I'm talking about is delete field. So from the moment I deleted, it become true, right? Or after 15 days, it will.
The moment you delete the record, see, only when the record is available, we discuss whether it is a true or false. After 15 days, record is permanently deleted. There is no more record. So when you delete the record, value of is deleted is kept as true. When you delete, the value is true. When it is true, after 15 days, it will be deleted permanently. Yeah, what is your query?
Lastly, modified date or ID, can you see the whole in multiple numbers? That is, after we create the ID, if it is that there are changes per 3 to 4 times, can we see the whole number?
See, now there is history. When you say last modified date, what does it mean? Who modified this record last? Now, if you want to see all the time the record is modified, it's a history. It's not last modified, it's a history. We generally should call activity history. Now, who modified, when they modified, you are looking at history. Okay. Yes. Any other queries? Yes. Tables and objects both are same. See, now there are two things, Sama. Data and metadata. Record is what? Data. You are completely deleting a metadata. So metadata is displayed there itself. Okay, data is displayed in recycle bin. Okay, metadata, data. Now metadata is displayed straight away there only. Only data will be displayed in recycle bin. Okay, because there record wise you have to undelete. When you delete an object, entire object is deleted, entire object will come. But when you say record, 1000 records are deleted from a same table. Now all of them you may undelete, may not undelete. I may undelete one record only. What my point? But table only one table. Either you delete the table or undelete the table. It's set. Okay. Right, boss? Any other?
Sir, we discussed custom object tabs. So for the other three, are we going to discuss later?
Yeah, all the remaining three will be a programmatical approach. Web tab, that means you have to create a web page. Visual Force tab, that means you have to create a Visual Force program. Lightning page tab, that means you have to create a Lightning page application. Right, boss?
For admin, those are not required, sir, at
Yeah.
this moment.
They'll be done with the programmatical.
Okay.
The same format will be there. So let me show you. When you go to Object Manager, you're finding the schema builder here. All right, boss. Okay. Let us go to the next one. We are trying to understand next concept. Fields. What we are trying to understand? Fields. Look at the field. Custom fields. If you want to go for a custom field, you should know data type. If you want to go for a custom field, we should know data types. So what will be our next concept? What are the different types of data types are there? Which data type should be used for what? When should we use this data type? That we need to discuss. Okay. Before going further, now we need to understand some quick review. This is when I click on the tab, what you are getting is called home page. Home page of a object. When I click on the tab, whatever the page we are getting, it is called home page of a object. When I click on new, what you are finding here is called edit page. Edit page. Home page of an object, edit page of an object. Once I save the record, I entered some data. Once it's saved, this is called detail page of the record. What is the page name? Home page, edit page, detail page. Once a record is saved, this is called detail page. Now whatever you are finding, for this record, these are the contacts. For this record, these are the opportunities. All these are called related list. All these are called related list. On the detail page, you will have related list. Where you find the related list? On the detail page, we find related list. So where is the related list? On the detail page. On the detail page, you are finding this. Now when you click on the tab, here we have what you want to see. I told all accounts. Now whatever you are finding here, it is called list view page. What we call it as? List view page. Whatever you are finding here is called list view page. Detail page, home page, edit page, related list, list view page. Right. Now all these are what? Related to the object. When you are working on the object, we need to understand it has a home page which will open when you click on the tab. Edit page, if you are trying to open any one of the existing record or you are trying to create any one of the new record, which is called edit page. A related list. On the detail page of the record, all the associated things will be coming. On the detail page of the record, all the associated things will be coming here. So which is called a related list. Now we had list view page. All the list of accounts. All the list of accounts. All the list of accounts. Are you getting my point? All the list of accounts. List view page. I hope you are clear. Clear for everyone? Right? Right. That's all from my end for the day. We'll continue tomorrow with respect to creation of fields, custom fields. How to create a custom fields that we'll discuss tomorrow. Right, boss? So tomorrow we'll have the class at same time, 7:30. I'll start the class at 7:30. 7:30 to 8:30 I'll be taking. Tomorrow 7:30 to 8:30. So tomorrow we'll discuss about data types. Tomorrow we have a class. We'll be discussing. Tomorrow we have a class. Tomorrow we have a class. Tomorrow we have a class. The class is at 7:30 to 8:30. Right.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Amma.
Yeah, can you? I have still confusion in last modified field and system mod stamp. Can you clarify that one?
See, now I opened this record.
Okay.
I modified this record.
Okay.
This is called last modified date. Okay. Now what I'm doing, same record, I'm modifying like this.
I couldn't able to see anything on the screen, sir. It's not changing. Yeah. Now, yeah, I can now.
It is last modified. I modified that. So we got here, it is modified, some date is given. Now what I'm doing, if I modify this programmatically, let us say I'm giving here
Mm-hmm.
what was the previous value?
Cold.
It's hot. Previous value is hot. Okay. Now I'm
Okay.
programmatically modifying this. What happened? Cold. Now how it is modified? Programmatically it is modified.
Program.
This will be available
Okay.
on system mod stamp.
Okay. But in the notes you mentioned there manually or programmatically.
Exactly. Both.
Okay. So if they do manually, so it will update in two fields, like in the system, like mod stamp and date recently,
See, if it is
modified one.
if it is modified manually, it will be updated in the system mod stamp as well as the last modified date.
Yeah,
If
that's
it is-
what I'm confused.
Okay.
Okay, got it, sir. Thank you.
Come again? Sunday one.
Development tech class है development morning में
Will be there.
payment format
మీ ఇష్టం మీ చాయిస్ అది మీకు కావాల్సిన ఫార్మాట్ మీరు పెట్టుకోవాలి. ఇప్పుడు నేను P0001 కావాలనుకో నేను P ఫ్లవర్ బ్రాకెట్లో 00 పెట్టుకుంటా. నువ్వు P8000 కావాలనుకో నువ్వు ఏ ఫార్మాట్
format does not exist.
నువ్వు 00 ఇవ్వాలి. ఫార్మాట్ ఇచ్చినప్పుడు ఫ్లవర్ బ్రాకెట్లో ఇచ్చి స్టార్టింగ్ విత్ 1 or 2 అలా ఇచ్చుకోవాలి. ఈచ్ 0 ఇండికేట్ 1 డిజిట్ ఫ్లవర్ బ్రాకెట్స్ ఇండికేట్ చేయాలి.
When test select test select చేసాను format.
ఫార్మాట్ ఏముండదు, నువ్వు ఏది కావాలంటే ఎంటర్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. అర్థం కాలేదన్నా? అవునమ్మా, అంతే అంతే సేమ్ ఎక్కడైనా అంతే ఉంటుంది. లేదు మీరు ఏదైనా రాసుకోవచ్చు. xyz@abc.com ఈమెయిల్ ఫార్మాట్ ఉండాలి. @xyz. సేల్స్ ఫోర్స్ క్రియేట్ చేసిన ఆబ్జెక్ట్ స్టాండర్డ్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్. సేల్స్ ఫోర్స్ అంటే సిఆర్ఎం వస్తుంది కదా, సేల్స్ క్లౌడ్, సర్వీస్ క్లౌడ్ అని. వాడి కోసం సేల్స్ ఫోర్స్ కొన్ని ఆబ్జెక్ట్ తయారు చేశాడు ఆల్రెడీ. అకౌంట్, కాంటాక్ట్, ఆపర్చునిటీ, అవును, అవన్నీ సేల్స్ ఫోర్స్ క్రియేట్ చేసినాయి. వాటిని స్టాండర్డ్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్ అంటాం. నువ్వు క్రియేట్ చేసిన టేబుల్స్ కష్టం అంటావు, సేల్స్ ఫోర్స్ క్రియేట్ చేసిన టేబుల్స్ స్టాండర్డ్ అంటావు. అంతే కదా. లేదు, ఇప్పుడు సింపుల్ అమ్మా, టేబుల్ క్రియేట్ చేసినావు అనుకో, దాన్ని ఆబ్జెక్ట్ అన్నాం. ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు ఇది ఆబ్జెక్ట్. నువ్వు ఇక్కడికి వెళ్ళి చేసినావు అనుకో, దీని ఏమంటాం? రికార్డ్ అంటాం. దిస్ ఇస్ కాల్డ్ రికార్డ్, దిస్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్, దిస్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ ఫీల్డ్. నేమ్ అన్నది ఫీల్డ్, ఫోన్ అన్నది ఫీల్డ్, సిటీ అన్నది ఫీల్డ్, ప్లేస్ అన్నది ఫీల్డ్. సతీష్ 1111 హైదరాబాద్ ఎస్ అనేది రికార్డ్. ఓకే, సో దిస్ ఎంటైర్ టేబుల్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్. రైట్. రికార్డు డిలీట్ చేసే టేబుల్లోనే ఉంటుంది, రీసైకిల్ మీద కనిపిస్తుంది. అది ఇక్కడ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ క్రియేట్ చేస్తే ఆబ్జెక్ట్ డిలీట్ చేస్తే ఆబ్జెక్ట్ కింద కనిపిస్తుంది. లిస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్ ఉంటే ఉండదు. రికార్డు కూడా రీసైకిల్ మీద కనిపిస్తుంది. ఫస్ట్ రెండింటిలో ఏదైనా అంతే ఉంటుందమ్మా, మిడిల్ క్యారెక్టర్స్ మారుతాయి. ఎన్క్రిప్షన్ కోసం, ఎన్క్రిప్షన్ ఇంటర్నల్ పర్పస్ ఎన్క్రిప్షన్ కోసం వాడతాయి.
చూడండి సార్, మీరు నేను చెప్పారు 001 అంటే అకౌంట్, అవి ఫస్ట్ 3 క్యారెక్టర్స్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్, ఫస్ట్ 3 ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్, లాస్ట్ సమ్ ఆల్ఫాబెట్
అవును అవును అంతే. బై డిఫాల్ట్ ఇంక్లూడ్ వస్తుందమ్మా, నువ్వేం చేస్తావు దాన్ని రిమూవ్ చేసి చేసుకుంటావు. నువ్వు సెలెక్ట్ చేయకపోతే బై డిఫాల్ట్ అన్నిటికీ యాడ్ అయిపోతుంది. అవునమ్మా అంతే. Exactly. Now till today whatever we created is available. It's available. Not every functionality is available. Till now whatever the topics we learned, they are available. సిస్టమ్ ఫీల్డ్స్ కూడా స్టాండర్డ్ ఫీల్డ్స్. కానీ సిస్టమ్ ఫీల్డ్స్కి ఏంటంటే డేటా కూడా సేల్స్ ఫోర్స్ ఎంటర్ చేస్తుంది. సిస్టమ్ ఫీల్డ్స్ ఆర్ ఆల్సో స్టాండర్డ్ ఫీల్డ్స్. సేల్స్ ఫోర్స్ క్రియేట్ చేసిన ఫీల్డ్ ఏదైనా సరే సిస్టమ్ ఫీల్డ్ ఉంటుందమ్మా. అన్ని కాదు, కొన్ని. మన ఇది డేటాబేస్ కాబట్టి ఎక్కడైనా అవైలబుల్ ఉంటుంది. అక్కడ చేయాలి అంటే ఇప్పుడు నువ్వు లైటింగ్లో కంఫర్ట్ అనుకో, లైటింగ్ చేస్తావు. ఇప్పుడు ముందే వస్తుంటే క్లాసిక్ మూవ్ అయిపోవచ్చు. 4 years 5 years తర్వాత లైటింగ్ ఇచ్చేస్తాం మొత్తం. ఓకే, 3 years 4 yearsకి. అందువల్ల ఇప్పుడు అంతా క్లాసిక్లో చేస్తాం, కానీ ఫ్యూచర్ని దృష్టిలో పెట్టుకుని అది కూడా చెప్తున్నాను.
సార్, యూఐలో క్రియేట్ చేసిన అన్ని డేటాబేస్ లో ఎలా చూస్తాను, ఎలా కనెక్ట్ అవుతాం?
ఏంటంటే అర్థం కాలేదు.
డేటాబేస్ లో కనెక్ట్ అయ్యి నేను క్రియేట్ చేసిన రికార్డ్ చూడాలంటే అసలు ఎలా కనెక్ట్ అవుతాను డేటాబేస్?
కనెక్షన్ ఉండదండి, ఆటోమేషన్. ఇక్కడ ట్యాబ్ క్లిక్ చేయండి. ఓకే, క్లిక్ చేయండి. ఆల్ రికార్డ్స్ విల్ కమ్. ఓపెన్ వాట్ ఎవర్ ద రికార్డ్ యూ వాంట్. క్లిక్ ఆన్ ద ట్యాబ్ అండ్ ఓపెన్ ఇట్. ఓకేనా?
Okay, sir.
That's all from my end. And online people, do not type the messages. If anyone has a query, ask me. This some fellow has typed the message. If you don't ask me the question, how do I recognize it? If you type the message, I cannot read it. So if you are not muting the mic, I'll obviously remove it from the list, because it will be a disturbance to the class. If anyone has a query, unmute your mic and ask me. The reason why I'm asking you to mute your mics. I can mute the mics, but the problem is if you have a question, if I mute the mic, if you have a question, you cannot ask me. If I mute the mics, you cannot unmute it. If you mute the mic by yourself, when you have a question, you can unmute it and ask the question. Right. Chalo boss.
Hello.
Yes, Amma.
Hello.
ఎస్ గో
అవి వీడియో పోస్ట్ చేస్తున్నవి అనేబుల్ టు సీ సార్. అంటే మాకు ఐడి ఇచ్చారు, పాస్వర్డ్ అండ్ ఐడి, దీంతో అవి అవ్వట్లేదు.
అంటే ఏమొస్తుంది ఎర్రర్ ఏంటమ్మా?
పాస్వర్డ్ డిఫరెంట్ అని వస్తుంది, అంటే ఎర్రర్ అని వస్తుంది పాస్వర్డ్. సో పాస్వర్డ్ పంపి
స్పేస్ పైన మీకు వచ్చిన వాటికి స్పేస్ అని మిషన్ చెక్ చేయండి. బ్లాంక్ స్పేసెస్ ఉన్నా, బ్లాంక్ స్పేస్ చేసినప్పుడు వస్తున్నప్పుడు ఎర్రర్ వస్తుంది.
ఓకే అండి. ఇప్పుడు మీరు చెప్పింది మేము సేల్స్ ఫోర్స్ కొత్త అకౌంట్ క్రియేట్ చేసుకుని అన్ని దాంట్లో చేయొచ్చు కదా, ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్ అన్ని.
ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ యూ హావ్ టు డు ద సేమ్.
మీరు ఇంకొకటి అంటే ఏదో ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయమన్నారు నిన్న, నాకు అది అర్థం కాలేదండి, కొంచెం చెప్తారా?
రిక్రూటింగ్ యాప్ వెళ్ళేసి రిక్రూటింగ్ యాప్,
ఓకే అండి.
రిక్రూటింగ్ యాప్ వెళ్ళి ముందు అది ఫస్ట్ ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయండి, తర్వాత ఐ విల్ టెల్ యూ వాట్ టు. ఓకేనా?
ఓకే అండి. యా ఓకే అండి, థ్యాంక్ యూ.
మేడం యా ఓకే.